They just decoded a message that was never even meant to be read. It was sealed over a man's heart and then buried with him for 1,800 years. And what it says about Jesus Christ should make every Christian uncomfortable. I'm going to show you exactly what it said, but first, you need to understand why it matters. Archaeologists found a 1,800-year-old skeleton wearing a small silver amulet. They couldn't open the amulet, so they used technology to scan it. And hidden inside this tiny little amulet was a message about Jesus Christ. This man didn't just believe, he carried his faith on him, even into death. No platform, no church system, no safety, just his allegiance or faithfulness to Jesus Christ. So now let me ask you something. And this question, or I should say the answer to the question in your heart, might be a little bit difficult for some of you. But you must be completely honest with yourself. How many of us say we would die for the truth, but we won't even stand with it while we're still alive? How many of us are embarrassed or afraid to speak the true gospel message of Jesus Christ? Not because of physical persecution, but because we're more afraid of what people are going to think, how they're going to respond, what they might say about us, stuff like that. And how many of us who call ourselves Christians are still practicing sin, not struggling, not fighting it, but willfully choosing it, willfully returning to it, and even if out of ignorance, willfully defending it? Because if you say that you would give up your life for Jesus Christ, then how come you won't give up the very thing that he already told you to leave behind? That man was buried with his confession still attached. So they translated this tiny little note rolled up inside this amulet worn by this man from 1,800 years ago. And it wasn't random. It was a confession. It was a declaration that Jesus Christ is Lord. It was also a call for protection through him. And finally, it was a statement of faith carried over his heart, not hidden out of fear, but preserved with purpose. Now, that man who lived 1,800 years ago, he didn't just say it, he carried it. If your life was uncovered today, who would it say, or what would it say you belong to? There's a reason why this matters more than what you realize. And I will be breaking this down in my full documentary video coming soon. Be watching for it.